Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing a Shadow Priest PvP guide. This is what you guys want to see, and let's get this started with the first talents. For the left side of the talent tree, not much has changed from last season. If you played Shadow Priest last season, it's pretty much it's the exact same thing as last season. The only thing you would want to change really if you don't want to run it is mind control. You can get rid of mind control and put it in mental agility so you can have reduced mana cost of purifying disease and mass dispel. Because if you're spelling a lot, you'll probably want that. So stuff against like mages and all that stuff. So I like mind control since I run battle round blitzes and battle rounds a lot. So um, not that not that mind control is bad for arena or anything, but yeah. So pretty much for the left side of the talent tree is you pretty much just copy this. There's nothing really that's new for the left side of the talent tree. Short and simple. Just copy the left side of the talent tree. That's pretty much all there is to it. You can switch out for mind control if you want, but that's about the only thing I would switch out for. Sometimes I would switch out like Phantom Reach for Power to Life for an extra heal, but I don't really do that often, but just sometimes. But yeah, if you want to switch out that, you can, but I would just only recommend switching out mind control for mental agility if you need to. So other than that, left side of the talent tree, short and simple, that's all there is to it. Right side of the talent tree did get some changes. The first three rows haven't changed at all. Just get these three. Get your Devouring Plague, your Dispersion Heal, your CCs with your Stun and Silence, Shatter Inspirations, Misery, stuff like that. Third row gets your Surge of Insanity for Mind Flay, Psychic Link, hasn't changed as well. Thought Harvester for the extra Mind Blast charge. Shadowy Insight, so your Mind Blast will be instants, sometimes from your dots. Dark Thoughts increases the chance for Shadowy Insight to occur, and with the tier set, it'll be really nice because Void Blast will be increased with the tier set season, so that'll be pretty nice. And also, we'll go over tier later, but you get what I mean. So the insta Mind Blast will be nice. Dark Ascension for the extra burst. Mental Decay increases the damage of your Mind Flay, so extra Mind Flay damage. This one is up to you. I've seen people debate on what this one. You can either run the Shadowy Crash that goes to your target automatically, like so, or you can run the Shadowy Crash that you can target yourself. I personally like the one that just does it for you. But yeah, fair warning, if you do line of sight now, this was a recent change. Like for example, if I don't know if it'll work like this, but if I pop Shadowy Crash right here and just line of sight like this, I guess maybe that doesn't work like that. Like do a Shadowy Crash like this, it doesn't work. See, like it doesn't work. So you cannot, if you're line of sighting somebody and like if you try to like just do this, if you try to go like peekaboo and Shadowy Crash and then do this, it does not work. So just do keep that in mind. A lot of Shadow Priests are not too happy with that right now, so do keep that in mind. But yeah, so just a little tip there. Vampire Touch, standard damage increase. Periodic damage, another standard damage increase. This is a newer one, increases Shadow Crash damage, so you want to get this. And then that goes into down here, but we'll go into the next row. Mind's Eye, which reduces the Devouring Plague cost, so you can get Devouring Plagues more often, which is very nice because you need it for another talent, which we'll go over in a little bit. Death Speaker, Shadow Word Death damage is increased, and increases targets damage by 35% instead of 20%, which is nice. And then Madness Weaving, the damage bonus from your mastery is increased by 50%, so this will help with more damage. And then, of course, we got Void Torrents, which is going to be your biggest damage, because that's where Shadow Priest gets most of the damage from. And then a new talent, which is Void Volley. Void Volley did get a 30% nerf recently, but it is still very strong. Obviously not like insane level strong it was before the nerf, but it's still very, very strong. Highly recommend it. And then I like Idol of Seathun. Some Shadow Priests don't run that, but I like running it personally. And then Insidious Ire, which whenever you have all three dots up, your Mind Blast, Void Torrent, and Void Volley do 20% more damage. So this, if you have all 3 dots on, you will do big damage. And then last but not least, Screams of the Void, a Devouring Plague, causes your Shadow Word Pain and Vampiric Touch to deal 80% damage faster on all targets for 3 seconds. And then the hero talent tree is Void Weaver. Most of the Shadow Priests are usually running this at the moment. Some people do run Archon. I haven't run it yet. And so you can give it a try. Some people said they liked it in Battlegrounds. But I'll have to give it a try later. I just haven't tried it yet. So, but I like Void Weaver the most. And then for PvP talents, Phase Shift, almost always, pretty much always, sorry, not almost always, always. Siphoned, always. And then I like Cascading Horrors. You can also run, Cath. I'm just gonna call it Cath. So, that's also another decent one. And then, that's pretty much the only ones that I've really, liked playing my Shadow Priest. So just Cascading Horrors, Siphon, Cath, and Phase Shift. So it is up to you on what you want to run, but I would always auto run Siphon and Phase Shift. You can, the third one you can switch out for Cath if you really want to. Now up next is stats. Similar to last season, I'm running pretty much haste. You can see I pretty much haste on all of my gear. So I'm just running haste. I've heard some Shadow Priests go crit, but I haven't gone that route. But some Shadow Priests have said they've gone crits. Some tier set do have crit on it anyways, but yeah. So but yeah, I pretty much just go full haste since Shadow Priest does have to cast quite a lot. Haste just feels way better to me, so I always go haste. I don't have it yet because I'm waiting for people to craft it, but for crafted rings, it's literally the exact same thing as it has been. It's just go focusing lens on your embellishments. So just grab focusing lens. For tier gear, 4 sets, I am planning on probably going helmets, chest, shoulders, and gloves. I don't think going pants is worth it, so I'm not going pants. But I'm gonna go those 4: helmets, shoulders, chest, hands, if that helps. One more thing, I recommend getting the cloak this season. It's just one less conquest piece to farm. It basically comes with a free type enchant with the whole, it procs and does damage. So I put versatility on mine. You don't have to put versatility. I wasn't really sure what I was going to put on it. You can put a different stat if you want. I just prefer having versatility on it. But yeah, I recommend getting the cloak this season as well, as that is a new thing this season. For macros, I really only have currently 2 at the moment, actually 3 at the moment. I have my burst macro for power infusion, so if you're whatever race you're playing, if you're doing battlegrounds, you can add saltwater potions. I have a feather macro, so it's easier to, do angelic feather, makes it a million times easier. And then, of course, the set focus macro for arenas and all that kind of thing. For enchants, thread on the pants, defenders on the boots. I don't have it on rings yet because I'm waiting for the crafted, but I'm putting haste on the rings. You can put something else if you want. I don't have a cloak enchant yet. Speed on boot or bracers, and crystalline radiance on chest, and I have authority of radiant power on my weapon. And then last but not least is rotation. So, like I said before, you cannot line of sight Shadow Crash. So, if you want, if somebody line of sight your Crowd Shadow Crash, it will not work. So do keep that in mind. But what I like to do is Shadow Crash, and then I will pop Dark Ascension, Power Infusion, Dark Ascension, popping my Siphon, Devouring Plague into a Void Torrent. My other dots ran off, so we Shadow Crash again, and then we do another Devouring Plague into a Void Volley, into a Void Blast, Devouring Plague, Mind Blade Insanity, Devouring Plague, Mind Blast, Mind Flay, Insanity. You usually, like, you don't have to always do it, but you usually will always want to do Void, Void Torrent with all three dots up because it'll do more damage thanks to Insidious Ire. And then you, if nothing else, I mean, if if you have to, you can just go Void Torrent with the two dots up, and then you can do a Devouring Plague into a Void Volley, so you still at least get the extra damage from the Void Volley. So you can do that if you want to, but yeah, you want to try to do Void Torrent with all three dots up so you get the more damage with the Void Torrent. Especially with Void Torrent and Void Volley, because those are going to be your biggest damage as a Shadow Priest. So. And that is pretty much the rotation. Let me do the rotation one more time. This time I won't have Power Infusion, but you'll get the idea. You'll pop Power Infusion before, you know, your biggest damage and all that. So let me get rid of my Insanity real quick so I can start off with 0. So what I like to do is Shadow Crash, Dark Ascension. If you you will have Pet if it's up. If you don't have Pet, then just get some Insanity. Pop your Devouring Plague into a Void Torrent. You'll get a free Devouring Plague, so use it again. Void Volley. And then Devouring Plague. Void Blast, since I got a proc there. Mind Flay. Devouring Plague again. Mind Flay. And then, yeah, that's pretty much the rotation. Just make sure you maintain and dot as many people as you can. I would dot as many people as you can before you get your big burst go as well. But yeah, that's pretty much the rotation. Very, very simple. Let's try it one more time. If you don't have a pet up, because it's a very long cooldown, it's 3 freaking minutes, then just try and build up some Insanity real quick before, so you can do a Devouring Plague for your Void Torrent go. But like I said, if nothing, if you can't really have a situation like that, then just Void Torrent anyways without the third dot, and then do your free Devouring Plague for the Void Volley. So, one more time, we pop Power Infusion here, we pop Dark Ascension, we get our Devouring Plague outs, Void Torrents here, Devouring Plague, Void Volley, Devouring Plague, Void Blast since we got one for free, Mind Flay, and then, yeah, Devouring Plague, you know, you get the idea. So, and don't forget to obviously use Siphon probably beforehand as well as for even like more damage because they won't be able to out heal it. As if Siphon's like reduced healing is very nuts. And also you can know you can silence and stun beforehand as well so you don't get kicked and all that. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the rotation, guys. Let me know if you have any more questions, and that's it. I will see you guys later. Peace.